The last line of defense. He's always there for you, whether you call him a libero or a sweeper. Let's talk about the center defender. Hey guys, it's Uncle Mish, time to talk about center defenders. One of the more unique positions in the game. You could use up to 3 center defenders in a game, just like inner midfielders and forwards, but be careful, this position is influenced by overcrowding. The main premises of the center defender is to contribute to your defense rating, and also is one of the main contributors to your playmaking. Recently, 2 more additional roles are used as center defenders, one being the man marker and the second one is the set piece taker, and most of the time you could combine both of them. We'll talk about this slightly later. As for skills, the center defender will use 3 main skills, the primary being defense, the secondary being playmaking, and the minor secondary is passing, but it will not contribute to your overall team rating, only for counter-attack purposes. The 4th one could be set pieces if you want to use your center defender as a set piece taker. About the orientations of the center defender, you could use him as a normal center defender, offensive one, and a very unique center defender towards the wing. We'll talk about the specialties that are useful for the center defender and also the price ranges, so get ready. Let's start with the normal center defender. So for the S tier, he will have about 18 defense, 16 playmaking, and 10, 11, 12 passing. Again, if you could add some set pieces, that would be really cool, but that's an S tier player for you. In his prime, he will cost you, I think, around 15 million euros. For the A tier, well, slightly less defense, slightly less playmaking, still very good players, 17 defense, 15 playmaking, some passing as well. And the prices for those kind of players, I think, would be around 10 million euros for players in their prime, about 30-year-old. B tier player, well, I think 16 defense, 14 playmaking will be enough, slightly less passing. This one has 8, maybe you could 6, maybe 8 could be okay as well. Prices would be around 5-6 million euros. For a B tier player. Offensive center defender is a hybrid with an inner midfielder, so he will have 2 primary skills, defense and playmaking, having the same relevance. An S tier player will be at least a double 17 defense and playmaking with some passing and set pieces if you could afford it. In his prime, he will probably cost you about 12-13 million euros for a 30-year-old player. An A tier player would be at least a double 16, sometimes you could find 17 defense or 17 playmaking for this kind of player, with at least 10 passing. That's an A tier offensive center defender. And a B tier player would be around double 15 with set pieces, maybe you won't have passing at all, but again, for the most part, if you just want to boost your midfield ratings, use your sub-inner midfielder for an offensive center defender, because that's the bare minimum, double 15, but I don't really think it's good enough for the top divisions. The defender towards the wing is a very unique and special position. Those kind of player would be super rare. This one, I could consider him an S tier player, center defender towards the wing, because he will contribute to the defense, playmaking and side attack. He'll have 17 defense, 14 playmaking, 15 wing, and he's so unique that he doesn't have any transfer compare at all. I would give him a price tag of at least 15 million euros. But for the most part, if you need to use defender towards the wing, just use your wing back for this matter, and that would be enough. Another unique role for the center defender is the man marker, the killer who could destroy any player of your opponent. You will mainly use him as a center defender because either you have enough defense and playmaking or you don't need it anyway. So for an S tier man marker, he'll have 19 defense. He should have some playmaking, passing, probably set pieces, because he could be a set piece taker. Man marking is not influencing set pieces. Haven't found anyone specifically with this set of skills on the transfer market, but this powerful defender has 19 defense. For an A tier man marker, he'll have 18 defense. Again, he should have some playmaking, passing, set pieces, but 18 defense. And for an B tier man marker, again a powerful defender, 17 defense. And if you could spare some set pieces, passing, playmaking, that could be nice. But using a man marker as your sole defender or a secondary center defender won't influence your overall ratings that much, but will really hurt your opponent, so take that in mind. Specialties for the center defender is quite similar to the wing back, which means if he's a man marker, use the powerful one only. For any other, he could be quick just to stop some quick special event, he could be technical to generate some spontaneous counterattack, unpredictable, it's cool, and head specialty, that's pretty nice, and maybe a support one, a support player could be a good specialty for the center defender too. Let's make a recap. So your center defender, he'll use 3 skills, defense being the primary, playmaking being the secondary, and passing, the minor one, contributing to counter-attack tactic. Other than that, if you want him to be a man marker, use a powerful speciality with a lot of defense. If you want him to be a set piece taker, give him a lot of set pieces. Other than that, almost any other speciality will be useful for the center defender. For a top team, I would suggest to have 3 center defenders in your roster. One, the top one being the normal, well-balanced center defender, the other one being a slightly worse center defender, and the third one being a very good man marker. You could use 3 of them when you're playing some mean counterattack, or each of them depending on your situation. About the orientations of the center defenders, for an offensive one you could sometimes use inner midfielder, and if you want to use the defender towards the wing, probably you should use your winger. What's your take about this? Do you have any preference? Do you like other or certain speciality for the center defender, or you are suggesting a different set skills? Comment in the section below. I would love to hear and read your opinion. And just to conclude, remember, Hattrick, it's more than a game, it's a community. Love making those videos for you guys, and I'll see you on my next one.